YouTube, it's your girl Sheila, and welcome back to my channel, Sheila Shenanigans. Y'all like that? I tried to throw a link on the interview for y'all. But anyway, we are back. Let me go sit down. But while y'all are here, while I'm here, we up close to close. Face to face. Hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. And I want to meet y'all down below in the comments, okay? All right. Say hey to Mama Chaos. Hey, everybody. All right, y'all. So we are back. This is Married at First Sight, season 12, episode 9.
Yes.
Episode 9. Duchess, go have a seat, please, honey. Go have a seat. No crumbs are going to be dropped into the table. All right, y'all. So we back with another discussion for Married at First Sight. Before we go any further, once again, make sure you hit that subscribe button.
That like button and make a comment.
With these, we are going to be starting another channel. But for right now, we're just going to bring it to y'all. Let me know how y'all like it. If you don't like it, whatever. Just leave me a comment down below. Okay? So, we're going to get started. We're going to kind of talk about everybody. We talked more about Chris and Paige last week, but I have so much more to offer on everybody else. So
a little bit happened this week with everybody.
Yeah, some stuff happened this week. Little mukbang. We just got us some salads from Chick-fil-A. I'm not really that hungry, but you know, I might nibble on a little piece of lettuce or something for y'all.
Well, I'm gonna eat my salad.
All right. So, anywho, what kind of meat you got in there?
I got chicken strips.
Oh, you got chicken strips. I like it just with the grilled chicken. So, anyway, I'm gonna come on in. I have nothing for you. All right. So, who we gonna start with?
Let's start with Jacob.
Jacob and Haley.
Yeah.
So Jacob is the guy who's into the 80s, the retro, I do like Jacob. This episode, I felt like he was picking a little bit.
Yeah.
But I kind of get it. It's like she's already told him that she's not attracted to him.
Yeah, but I can't let it die. I mean, it's like now he's harping on everything. To me, he's not giving it a chance anymore.
Well, it's not so much of that, but if I'm talking, just like how we said last week with Chris and Paige,
right.
If I tell you I'm not attracted to you, you automatically shut down. So at this point, he's just like, we might as well be friends. What is the point of continuing on if you're not attracted to me? And she already had her little shutdown, breakdown in the beginning. So of course he's feeling insecure in his place. Like, do I keep trying only to get myself hurt in the end? Or that's where he's at right now.
Yeah, I guess, but I mean, you know, just like when she brought the clothes for him. I think that was a good gesture. But to me, he didn't make it a good gesture. I mean, it's like...
It depends on the person. To me, it's kind of like, I can see it both ways.
Okay.
Like, yes, it is a good gesture, but it depends on the person. Somebody might have been offended that you felt like you needed to go buy them something because you don't like the way that they dress. But if that's who he is, I mean, imagine if she dresses a certain type of way.
But they already discussed that.
But that's still him. I mean, like, that's who he is. So why make him not be who he is because you want him to look a certain type of way?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just like if you like a certain type of outfit and be like, you know what, I really don't like you to wear that.
Yes, I don't like leopard print.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't buy
but
me
somebody
no
told
print.
you, I like leopard print. I'm going to buy you stuff with leopard print.
Yeah, that's true.
You wouldn't like it. But I mean, we can see it from both ways.
Yeah.
I think it was a good gesture on her part, but I think he just kind of like, he likes what he likes.
Yeah, but I think after she talked to her friends that she's changing.
She is.
But I felt like he shut that door back again.
But she has to give him the chance to have a breakdown just like she had a breakdown.
Okay.
Like, you know, she threw all of that at him. Like, you can't now expect for him to just let his wall down because he don't want to get hurt either.
Yeah.
He was open from the beginning.
Yeah.
So that's how it is for them. I think that they'll kind of end up figuring it out.
I hope so.
I hope so. I think they are good for each other. I think they'll end up figuring it out. I hope that they figure it out. So that's really it for them. I think they just kind of gotta get to know each other, see what pushes each other's buttons, kind of like that. That's how I feel about them. Who we got up next?
Who would you like to talk about next?
Let's talk about Clara and Ryan. Let's go and get them out the way because I'm annoyed. Okay. I'm annoyed more so with Ryan. I don't think that Ryan is into this.
Me either.
I don't think Ryan is into this. I don't think this is what Ryan really wanted at the end of the day. Like, she's trying. She's trying, and he's not giving her no type of...
He's just too holier than thou for me.
Yeah, but even like the part where they sitting there she was like, I like to do arts and crafts. So she's trying to introduce him to that part. So she's like, you know, where are my arts and crafts stuff gonna go? He was like, in the garage. Like basically saying in the garage with the rest of the junk.
Yeah.
But to her, that's something that she's really into. So like she said, like, well dang, you know, I don't have no place. Like that's her passion. So why would you say in the garage? You know, if it was me, I would have said, well, let's find a little space.
Let's find you a spot.
Let's find you a space and a spot. And I think he just doesn't want to adjust to anything. He doesn't want to move his things. He doesn't want to do any of that stuff. She moved into his space. So it's like, you need to find her a spot. Whether you have to compromise something, a piece of your area or whatever, you need to find her a spot so that she's comfortable in doing something that she wants.
Yeah. And I do feel like what she said is that he's always lecturing her.
Like
something.
I mean, I don't want to get too into the church folk, but that's a lot of people who claim to be like the holier than thou. They do that.
Yeah.
And it ends up pushing people away.
Yeah.
More than, you know, you hearing a message, but he does.
That's what he's doing to her.
Correct.
And that's what's happening.
He's lecturing her. He's doing all of that stuff. I can't understand why he doesn't want to be intimate or have sex.
Yes.
Because at this point, y'all are married.
Yes.
So what is it? But
and that's what's doing it for her too.
She's sexually frustrated. I mean, come on now.
That's what she said.
She's sexually frustrated. But here's my thing. If you want me to be quite honest, I think Ryan was meant to be with a Billy.
With who?
A Billy.
Oh.
Instead of a Clara, maybe he should have been with a Clifford. I'm just saying.
Okay.
That's the vibe that I get. Nothing wrong with that. But something is not clicking with him and her. And she's trying, and he's not. So that's how I feel about Clara and Ryan.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else on them? I just want him to...
I want him to give in.
Because you married now. So if that's your whole battle with sex before marriage or whatever, it ain't like you ain't had sex before when you wasn't married. So come on now. Stop.
Then we got Eric and Virginia.
Okay.
Ain't too much happening with them for me.
A little bit.
I felt they was doing good.
They are doing good, but I'm gonna say it just like this. I feel like she's getting better, but to me, Virginia constantly looks drunk. You know how?
Well, yeah, that.
Constantly. You know how they say you have the resting bee face?
Yes.
I feel like she has the resting drunk face.
Yes.
Her face constantly looks drunk. She always has her eyes low. And I do feel like off camera, she drinks.
Yeah, she drinks a lot. Oh, I believe that. When they went to play golf, she said, you know, her and her dad just have drinks.
Like, it doesn't matter if it's a beer, if it's a drink. Now it's mimosas. Like,
yeah. Early that morning. Yes, I was tripping on that.
Early that morning. And
he kind of paused for a minute.
He did, because he was like, you know, and then he just had to kind of like laugh it off. But I know he was like, God dang, girl, like.
But she don't want some. I mean, she don't want just a splash of orange juice.
Yeah, that's all she wanted was the spray bottle of orange
juice. That's it.
Just spray it on there. But I feel like she has the resting drunken face and her eyes are always low. I want her to get rid of that eyeshadow. I'm not trying to bash females or women like that, but I really want her to get rid of that eyeshadow. And I also feel like the alcohol is causing her to look older than what she actually is.
I noticed that.
It's causing her.
I thought it was just the makeup though.
No, like whenever they get close, like you can see it. It's making her look older than what she is. It's having an adverse reaction on her skin. Like, I feel like she probably needs to pay attention to that or try to find something that can curb that craving for...
Yeah, but that's what drinking do to you, too.
I know it does. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. And that's what you see in her. Because even when she arrived for the dinner date, she was supposedly had just got off from work. But you can clearly see that she had had a couple of drinks. Yeah. And the way she sipped that wine like it was a bottle of water. I was like, baby, you supposed to sip that. Like, she, like, took it to the head. I was like, God dang.
She took it to the head.
She took it to the head. She took it to the head. Yeah. But I feel like she also, like, he was, you know, she wanted to, I think she's looking for a reason to be upset or to find some type of conflict. Because like she was saying, oh, you said that you've never loved anybody like you love your ex-wife. And she's like, well, what made you choose me?
Well, I have a problem with him saying that too. That's something he should have kept to himself. Not
when you're in a marriage. If you're going to be open and honest, but the way that he explained it to her was like, that's how I felt at that time.
But he came back and explained it.
Correct. So then, yeah, that's how he felt at that time. But then she was like, okay, after he fixed that, okay, well then what made you choose me? I didn't choose you, first of all. We both decided to do.
The judges chose.
Correct. We both decided to be married at first sight. So he's trying with you, basically.
But I think he's a good guy, though.
I do think he's a good guy. I think he's a good guy. I was against Virginia, but I think that she's doing better.
Yeah.
I think that she's trying. I just think that the alcohol will really be the factor that
it is
separates them.
Yes.
Yeah, she constantly wants to party and she wants to drink.
But I was shocked that she missed him.
Well, yeah.
Because I thought she was going to be partying.
No, I mean, her friend said that that's what she really wanted, was to be married. So, eventually. Okay. So that's how I feel for them. I have hope for them.
Me too.
I don't have hope for Clara and Ryan. I have a slight hope for Jacob and Haley. So who we got next?
I don't know which one you want.
Let's go with.
We'll save what do you feel is the most juiciest? We'll save that for last.
Okay, so we're gonna go with Brianna and Vincent. Now, I was team Vincent, but I'm also team Brianna too. I like them as a couple. Team Brianna and Vincent.
Me too.
But I'm having some issues with Vincent.
Yes.
I feel like he is going to sabotage.
He is.
He's gonna sabotage it.
It's like he nitpicks at something and harpers on it, and I'm like,
I think that he needs counseling. I don't know what has happened in his past. Ma'am, can you have a seat? Oh, thank you so much. I don't know what has happened in his past, but I feel like he needs counseling.
Yeah. Because last week it was because she said something about his shirt.
About him spilling the wine.
Right. And this week she tried to change stuff. You brought me a bike. I'm going to do something good for you.
She knows that he likes to dance. She was a dancer before she said. So she was trying to bring those two worlds together. Neither one of them had done salsa. She was trying to do that. But this is what I really think a part of it is for him. He doesn't want to look a certain way on camera.
No.
I feel like he doesn't want to do anything that he feel like, oh, that's embarrassing. Or, oh,
that's what it is.
I don't look like perfect.
That's what it is.
In front of the camera. But, I mean, I just was so upset the way he flipped out.
Me too.
I was like, she was just sitting there like confused, like, are you okay? And
just
he was like,
go with the flow. Just dance. Like the man kept saying, if you mess up, she even said it. If you mess up, it's okay.
It was only them two. It wasn't like he was in a class setting. It was those two.
Yes.
I feel like he just didn't want to look a certain way in front of the camera. It's like he's like that. I am like manly. I'm a manly man and don't do anything that's going to take me outside of being such a man.
That's the feeling. But to me, I'm not going to say because I don't know a Dominican man, but by seeing them on TV, they're proudful people, and he's just like one of those proudful men.
Correct, but I think it's more to it than that. I think he needs counseling. I think it's something mental, that it's something else. Because the way he reacted, like she was like, and you can see the look on her face, like, what did I do?
But didn't the family say something about him?
His temper.
Yeah.
And his moods. But she was so like, what did I do? But I feel like that's going to end up being a problem in the long run.
Yeah, because I think she's watching herself now.
I was just about to say that.
She's watching herself now.
She's going to constantly have to walk on eggshells, and that is no way to be.
No.
Because you never know what his trigger is. Like, she thinking they having a good time. She dancing, and he in the background, barely doing the moves.
Yes.
It's hot in here, and my clothes are tight. You'll put them clothes on, okay?
But he didn't know they was going dancing.
Doesn't matter. Go with the flow. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You did too much. Like, that was no reason to flip out like that. Because for me, I would never do nothing for you again.
I got mad at that.
Like, he did too much.
I got mad at that.
Mm-hmm.
I really
But
did.
I feel like if she continues to stay with him, she's gonna change who she is. She's gonna become like very like reclusive. And,
yeah.
because you see how she
You get that vibe from her now.
Mm-hmm. Her whole mood completely changed.
Yeah.
Like she was like, you know what happened, and then she just looks. It's like she's scared.
It's the same thing happened last week.
Mm-hmm.
She did when he decided he wanted to get up and leave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that he needs to definitely do some counseling. I hope that maybe he's different off camera, and maybe a part of it is like part of the cameras, but they can't be all, I want to look a certain way from the camera. I think that's who he is, because his family has even said certain things about
Sometimes you got to pay attention to that.
Mm-hmm.
You really do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because she'll end up completely changing who she is.
Yes.
And I hope that doesn't happen.
But
another thing that I think too, I think that she's like an engineer.
Yeah.
She's successful in her career. She's headstrong. And I think that might be another thing that he might have an issue with.
Yes, men don't like women who got their shit
Some
together.
men.
Well, okay. Some men.
Some men, if you are confident enough in you, they can deal with it. But some men do not. And I know that from personal experience. I have dealt with that. And it's not great. But I have hopes for them.
Me too.
But I'm gonna say that I would hope that she would not stay in that, just woman to woman, if that is the way that he is, even when those cameras are switched off. I hope that she would not stay in that.
Me either. It's nothing like walking on eggshells.
She's gonna always be walking on eggshells. I think that they need to. I don't know. I feel like he's probably.
Yeah, they need counseling.
I feel like he's set in his ways.
He's what?
Set in his ways.
Yeah.
So
let's hope Pastor Cal step up in there.
I hope so. Because maybe that's got to change.
What is it, Dr. Pepper?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hope so. Somebody step in.
Mm-hmm. So finally,
ooh, the mess.
We have Paige and Chris.
It's like, oh Lord, I want to just strangle her, shake her, do something to her.
Oh, you don't feel sorry for her this week?
No, baby. My whole thing didn't change on her. Something wrong with her mentally. You know, she's a woman that's glutton for punishment. Yeah.
Okay.
My whole thing didn't change about her.
Mm-hmm. I also think it's a probably gonna get backlash for this. I feel like it's a money grab. You can no one who knows that they are in the spotlight is gonna be that dumb. I'm sorry. I also feel like it's contractual issues, and I caught on to that from this episode.
Me too.
Even when she walked out, producers made her go back.
Yes. And he sit there knowing she was coming back.
He knew she was coming back. And just like Chris always does, this is him. He wasn't hardly bothered that girl walked out. He didn't care. So
I don't care. You cannot. I have to go. That's total humiliation on
what
TV.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, just the way that we're judging her, that's what you look like to everybody.
Yes.
And even after that show is over with,
the next man gonna think he can do the same thing.
no, not that. But we also gonna be looking at you like you was the fool of Married at First Sight.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely not. Like, I'm like, I don't know what kind of contract y'all have, but this man has told me all this kind of stuff. He don't want to be with me. He wants a divorce. Go ahead, please. Let's do this divorce. We don't have to wait for the 6 weeks. If y'all want to film it separately just to see what my progress is and how I'm dealing with it, do that. But
it won't be the first.
You're not going to keep bringing me together with this man. Per.
Say what?
Per. You're not going to have me out here looking like a fool. Like, and another thing with that, I do not feel like the baby mama is pregnant.
No.
I don't feel like she's pregnant. I feel like she was brought onto the show to get a check.
That's it.
And she was brought onto the show to get some type of fame.
That's it.
Because
who was she?
Who was she? We didn't know who she was. And we never would have ever known. Because I couldn't understand for the life of me, why would you have them meet?
Yeah.
There was no reason for them to meet on the show. You had already told Paige you didn't want to be with her. You wanted a divorce. Now you wanted to meet with the baby mama. I don't feel like the baby mom was ever pregnant. The word is she had a miscarriage. I will never talk about a woman having a miscarriage, but I don't feel like she had a miscarriage. And I'm just going to say that.
She was never pregnant.
I don't feel like she was ever pregnant. Everybody's like, okay, y'all getting all this backlash. Where's the sonogram? We have yet to see a sonogram.
Yes.
You were 6 weeks. So you had to have got, like, you were a couple months by the time you're saying you had a miscarriage.
And you could see something.
You've been to doctor's appointments. Where is this sonogram? I don't feel like she was pregnant. And then, this might be like a spoiler alert, but her and Chris are still together. They were just in Cancun in February for her birthday. And stomach is just flat as the board. So, when, you know what I'm saying? Y'all sit together. You said you didn't want to be with him on TV.
Let's just start over. Hi, my name is Shanteri.
Let me tell you something. If Chris would have did that, I'd have slapped the...
Okay. Hi. Let's just start over.
No, we can't start over.
She feels good about that.
She does. She was just a skinning and grinning.
Yes, she was.
Listen, let me tell you about how we finna start over. I'm finna start over by re-walking out of this door and walking right past producers as well.
It ain't no restart.
We not restarting.
A do-over.
Mm-hmm. And then in the next clip, you see down the line, he talking about, I still don't see how this is gonna work. Now you done put your heart back into that mess. Child, please.
That's why I say he ain't got no money. Because he working hard for that check on this show.
Well, supposedly he doesn't now. Like, all of his businesses have been shut down. I know he opened up a Subway, and that has now shut down.
He working hard for that check.
Which is why they bought
That's
the
why
baby
he's
mama.
trying to keep it going.
Which is why they bought the baby
Girlfriend.
mama
Mm-hmm.
on the show as well.
The ex.
To try to get her a check. Not the ex, because they sit together. That was all a game. It was all a game. But as far as Paige, same thing I said last week. Baby, get it together. There is no way you're going to hold me in a contract.
Yes, because you're smart, you're educated, you got your own stuff going on, and for you to put up with that, come on now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Lord give you sense. And I know he ain't gave her that type of sense, because she's stupid. No way.
Yeah. There are some women out here like that.
Yes, it is.
But I'm just hoping that she ain't one of them. But from the way it's looking,
She headed that way.
she ain't headed.
She in it.
She didn't damn crash. Okay? You didn't crash right on into it.
Okay.
You sitting and marinating in it. Mm-mm. Ain't that much woman to be married in the world. To be going through that.
It's time to go.
The grin on his face just makes my skin crawl. The way he was sitting there, he was just like,
He's so nonchalant.
because he don't care.
He don't.
He is down, they get paid per episode. And he gonna stretch it out per episode. He gonna come with as much mess as he can come with per episode.
And she's so gullible.
Mm-hmm. Wait, outside of that though, just on the side, how do you feel about her meeting with the pastor?
Well, she met with the baby mama. So what's the difference? I'm still looking for her mama. Why she ain't sit down and talk to her mama on camera?
We haven't seen her mom, her friends, or anything.
No.
Because she probably has already had silent conversations and they say, you know what, baby, we're not gonna be in this foolishness.
That's who I'm looking for. Her parents, her friends. You know, where are they?
They not gonna be a part of that foolishness because they know it's a money grab at this point. They know Paige ain't that stupid. And they ain't gonna have no parts of that.
And what he say? He not talking to the pastor no more.
Yeah.
Anybody that don't do what he want them to do, he not talking to them no more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But
So how do you feel about it?
I feel like it shouldn't have happened. Because at this point I feel like they all are part of a money grab. It's just too awful. Like, why are you still on the show? They have Pastor Powell. That is the pastor. This is Pastor Dwight, who's a friend of Chris.
I know.
Why are you still on episodes after they had that first one? But there's no reason for you to be on here.
But I just think he had high hopes for Chris. The way Chris came on, when he first came on, it was like he was a man of God, trying to live his life that way, all of that kind of stuff. You know, so the pastor had all that faith in him. And now all of a sudden he just in turn.
Y'all see my face? It's all BS. I feel like everybody is for a check in that circle.
Well, I mean, you know, that's what it is.
But that's not what it's supposed to be. He's a married man. Why is you sitting down with Paige? Have your wife in there if y'all want to do some type of counseling.
Yeah.
Bring forth your wife. You don't need to be sitting down with that woman.
So she can counsel her and tell her to go on about your business.
From a woman's perspective, you don't need to be sitting down with that woman. You were just a friend, pastor friend of Chris. We don't need to see you no more, Dwight. I'm just saying. I've had enough of the shenanigans on Sheila Shenanigans. All right. But outside of that, I'm ready for them to be done. Looks like they're going to drag it out the rest of the season, which, I mean, it's entertainment for us, but at the end of the day, it's still, she out here looking like a whole fool.
Yeah.
Okay? And I don't see how she's going to be able to come from that. You're always going to be Paige the Fool on Married at First Sight.
We're going to get a t-shirt made with that on now.
I'm not putting no other woman on my
Paige the Fool from Married on First Sight.
She don't need it. She's already social media the fool. But y'all let me know in the comments down below how y'all feel. If y'all have different perspectives, let's talk about it in the comments down below. I'm all for it. My opinion is not the only opinion. Mama Cal's opinion is not the only opinion. I like to see different opinions and perspectives because y'all might feel like everything Paige is doing is right. And that's fine.
I hope not.
But either way.
Anywho.
Let's talk about it down below in the comments. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Let me know if you like these kind of videos. So once we start this other channel, we can do it. We're gonna be doing reactions to all kind of stuff, y'all. Because I be watching stuff on TV and I be wanting to.
Me too. More than just Married at First Sight.
And I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get my sister in here, Sister Chaos, because she watches this show faithfully, and I need to get her in here.
Everybody got to be a chaos?
Everybody is chaos. Sister Chaos, brother Chaos, niece Chaos, niece's Chaos, nephew's Chaos.
All right, and that's enough of that chaos.
Yes, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. You see, I barely ate. I really wasn't hungry, but you know, it's good though. This salad is thebomb.com, but I got orders to work on. Let's see if Mama Chaos can hit that camera off without messing it up this time.
Bye, you all. Bye. I got this.
Hit it, girl!